I have a couple of things for today. And I don't know, are there any demos? I think we have some new site announcements,
yes,
stuff like that.
2 demos on my side.
Okay, great.
1 demo for me and 2 for Zoltan.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
You'll have to choose which demo you will do. So first, tell me what are the subjects, and I will tell you what I want to see.
It's not only you, the audience. Sorry, Sébastien. Let's make votes.
They rely on me to filter the good stuff only.
Oh, I see.
Because they are too polite to say we don't care.
But
so
you're not.
I'm doing the job. And
I
you
see.
hate me, you don't hate the others, but I'm doing the job.
I see. Okay.
I'm protecting them.
You're a good man.
I know. Are you recording?
What are your demos? Because I'm not so keen on yours sometimes. So
yeah, I'm recording.
Yeah, what are your demos?
Workflows and media picker.
I'm not interested.
You can, yeah, it's okay. I can skip.
Okay.
Don't we
I'll
wait
start with
for
the 2 small items that I have. The first one is Summer of Code. There is a possibility for our chart to be featured in Summer of Code through Outer Curve. So I think it's really interesting to participate in that. It means that there will be some mentoring to do for the students participating. Of course, volunteers are very welcome to chime in if they want to participate in that. We also need, let's say, examples of or guidelines or ideas that we're working on during Summer of Code. I don't know, an admin module, or we could identify a few things that could be done as simple modules that don't exist today. That sort of thing. So I want to mention that. So let me know if you're interested in participating. And yeah, I'll get back to other some proposals. So drop me an email. The second thing is the translation tool. I've been extremely late in updating the translation tool with the latest strings from Orchard 1.6. I finally did it after months, and I think I need a new owner because I haven't been able to manage that properly lately. So if somebody is interested in owning that tool and managing the data, please let me know. So same thing, please send me an email. Antoine, for example, active on the translation. So I mean, anybody who knows the tool and wants to own it, please let me know. And that's it. So we can switch to demos.
Websites?
Oh yeah, websites.
We're missing something.
Okay, yeah. So who's here? Who's here from One Stop?
Nobody.
Ilan is not here. Yeah, he's probably still on the other call. We'll do that announcement later because there was another call before this one that I'm suspecting is still going on. So we'll wait for them.
Okay.
Let's switch to demos.
So I start. I keep the best for the end. Isn't it, Benedek? And then I can leave if I don't like it. So.
Okay, I stop recording now. Okay, for just 10 minutes.
It's okay. You can say it's. We don't want to show what we are working on to
yeah, don't leave after the demo because we need to do triage.
Okay. So I will show you the status of the workflows module. So what I've been doing last week. So this everything is the same. And you see, I worked on the toolbox and icons. I'm missing some icons, but we are not. If we don't want icons, we don't put icons. But I made a little nice box on the right, and now it's about drag and dropping. So, for instance, content publish. You see, I drag and drop.
Ooh,
so
that looks so much better.
Yeah, no, I broke something because I was working on it. This is sad. What did I push?
Your screen is frozen for me, so I don't believe you.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I broke something. I just pushed something and maybe it breaks everything. Well, what is interesting is, that's sad. Let me revert to a previous one. If I revert to no. Let me see. Maybe that's a very small one because it was working like 10 minutes ago. What did I do? I don't know. I worked on the rendering of those things, so that might explain. Okay, so this is the new editor and for the toolbox, which is nice. What also is new is that last week we had only the branch activity, which was to start different branches from one branch. For instance, if you want to wait for some time and also to wait for a user to click a button. And now we have two different branches. So this one, which will do a parallel job, and this one, which is an exclusive branch, which means the first event to be triggered in those branches will go on, and all the other ones waiting in other branches will be stopped. So it's like a OR, which means, for instance, if you wait for a user to accept the content or 13 minutes to 30 minutes to be expired, then the first of the two events will erase the other one. And there is, so this one will execute them separately, so they will be active, both of them at the same time, and this one just one at a time. And then there is another feature which is a merge branch, which lets you merge different workflow branches to wait for all of them to be done. So again, if you use this one to run two different branches, you could wait for both of them to be done using the merge branches. Okay, so that's what is new. Not any new, not another new activity. And then I also worked on the, but I can't show you because there is no workflow running. This is sad. I will stop the debugging. So I also worked on the display here. I can't show it to you now. It doesn't work. Which is let me see.
By the way, I would have another demo as well. Short one, probably.
Yeah, I already announced you.
Oh, thanks.
Sébastien, are you still there? Okay, so why don't you start your demo, and if Sébastien has more, he'll share again later.
Zoltán?
Me or Benedek?
Either one of you, as you prefer.
Go ahead.
I thought they were the same person.
Haha. Still funny after 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, I go ahead then, I think. Just give me a...
But we have already told you about the surgery.
Oh yeah, we
Yes,
did.
it's true.
Okay.
It's like separating Siamese twins, but in The Simpsons.
Okay, I think it's starting. So in the meanwhile it's loading, I wrote a small module which is capable of displaying a widget which displays the currently logged in users. So not too much code, not too much functionality, but I think it's a little useful feature. So tell me if you see anything of my desktop.
Yeah, it's weird because I was updating the orchard entry on CMS, which is a site that compares CMS, and you know, there is a list of features that you have or don't have, or that you have through add-ons, and I saw your module this morning while researching a particular feature. So
What
Yeah,
module is this, guys?
I just uploaded it to the gallery yesterday, so it's named logged in users, and let's see some example. I hope it's still running. So yeah, there's nobody logged in at the moment. So you see my screen, right?
Yeah,
refresh it very
see it now.
slowly.
It's very slow.
Oh, well, I don't think I can do anything about that. Anyway, if I sign in, then it displays admin as signed in, and if I go to Internet Explorer, I see that admin user signed in. I'm going to sign in with another user, and it's side node as well. And if I hit refresh, it's also signed in. So basically, that's what it does. It displays the users that are logged in, and if I sign in with the same user, which is possible, of course, and I sign out from here, as you can see, it says nobody is logged in, but I still have this user signed in Firefox. So if I hit refresh, I'm logged in again. So it's a little feature it contains. It regularly checks the users in a background task, so it means 1 minute, if they were active in the last 5 minutes. So if someone still has the cookie but didn't log in explicitly, which I monitor with the iUser event handler, then it's going to say that the corresponding user is logged in. So it doesn't need to be explicitly logged in with from the login page, but it's also possible with the a cookie. So that's it.
Nick is saying that he has something similar, and I was going to say, yeah, this is going to forums. So Nick's implementation seems to be with Signaler, which seems a little overkill.
I didn't know about that.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
Hold on. Let me finish. I understand that there may well be some very good reasons for it. So in the case of a forum, the suggestion that I would make would be to add the capability to know what users are looking at what page, because oftentimes on the forum, what you see is, okay, users reading that topic, and then you see the list. So that would make it a lot more useful. And second thing, if you're an administrator for the forum, you want to be able to kick those guys out.
Yep. So that was the so the first stab that Benedek. I don't want to take over.
No, go ahead.
So I'm using it for displaying users that are currently watching a content item.
Mm-hmm.
So similar to logged in, but you have to be obviously logged in order to watch content item.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm looking at using Google Merge Patch in order to do content diffs within content on type. But that's a future thing. But but it's very similar to what you've done, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't use any dependencies, so it's just standalone. No signal or anything like that. Yeah, I just wanted a small, simple implementation. It's, I don't know, under 100 lines of code. So yeah, obviously with Signaler you can do much more complex and useful stuff. Yeah. Anyway, here's the complex page. It's Orchard logged in users, and it's also available in the gallery. So yeah, if you need something like that, check it out.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Who's next?
I could show you my module. So let me share my screen. It's connecting. So I've created a module called content templates, and it's about templating, but not in a sense like Razor templates, but in the sense like Word templates or Excel templates. So basically you are able to save content items as templates, and when creating new content items, load their content from template content items. So
does that mean that you can do projections out to an Excel doc?
Sorry?
Does that mean that you can do projections out to a spreadsheet, an XLS?
Oh, that was just something similar. I meant as a comparison. It's not for exporting to Excel or something like this, but okay. It's templating in a sense like with document templating. So you should see my screen now. Please tell me if you don't.
Not yet.
Sorry?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I do.
Right.
But as long as
it's closer to me.
Yeah, we are in peer-to-peer connection with Benedek, apparently. So I've created a new part called template part. You can attach that to content types where you want templating. And basically that's how it works. I've attached it to page. So pages are now capable of being templates. There are two features. One is initialize from template. When creating, this is all for the time when creating a new content item. So you can't accidentally overwrite a content item from a template. That's just when creating. We will take a look at that a bit later. And so let's save this as a template and call it, this is my template page. And I will have some very long text here and some formatting like whatever, header and else. So templates are naturally not to share common styling, but to share some common base content or structure. What the module adds is the Save as Template button here, along the Save, Publish, Now Publish later buttons.
I'm very frustrated because I want to see it, but it's still
no one can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, only
right.
Benedek and Nick apparently can see it.
Yeah, probably. My screen isn't going over the ocean. Then I'm just waiting a bit, so let's wait for 10 seconds and let me know if it shows up. If it doesn't, then let's go back to this a bit later. It's at Minnesota, so probably it's traveling through America. It will soon reach Seattle.
It's really too
Nothing yet, Bertrand?
No, still nothing. It's amazing. I don't know what's wrong.
And I don't even see the loading icon.
Yeah, I don't know what's.
I see your faces, guys. And
it used to be super fast, and I'm suspecting that they moved the Skype screen sharing into it or something lame like that, because, wow.
I will restart my link just to see maybe.
Yeah, me too.
See you.
All right.
I can see.
You can't.
I can see. I can.
You can. Fantastic. So, just again, second cut now. So, there's the template part that I've added to page, and now it does two things. One is it has this initialize from template expander control. We will take a look at that later. And there is a new button, save as template.
It takes a Z, initialize.
It's British.
Yeah, it's. I double checked that because Benedek told me
It's
that.
British, but we write our child in American.
All right. I will include a translation probably, and upload it to the translation tool to have a American English translation. All right. So I will now save this page as a template. So let's call it my third template page. And I will include some long and complex content in the body, because currently only the body is supported. So as templates are here to share some common content or some common structure, not some common styling, having headers and hints for content editors in between, like the glossary here is something well suited for templating. So now, if I save this as a template, this is like a normal page. So you can still edit it. You could also publish it, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. But if I go to content, you can see that this is the template. It also shows that this is the template here. And now if I create another page, I could use the template to initialize the content of this new page from the template. So this is where the expander comes in. You have a drop-down for templates, and these are all the templates in the system. So these are not just pages. I opted with this solution. So basically this lists all the compatible templates for this content type. Because we now have a page here, it has a body. This list here is extensible. This lets you select what to load from a template. So you can currently only load the body from the template, but you could write a provider to import data from another part. So basically the system in the background checked which template content items in the system are compatible with the page. All of them are compatible because every one of them have body parts attached, so we can use them as templates. But for example, we could have blog posts as templates as well. So we could, for example, initialize a page from a blog post template or vice versa, as long as there is a compatibility. So I could select my third template here, and I check that we should load the content, the initial content from body. So test page here, if I can write. And now if I hit save, so this is probably not the best user experience, but this was possible in a quick manner. It is initialized the body with the content coming from the template. So in a nutshell, this is it. I try to include title templating as well, but you have to fill the title for the model binder not to throw a validation error, and so that could be tricky. Anyway, the body is probably the most important thing here, and it's done. So templates are meant to provide you a way to really have some content templates, so you can quickly create new content with similar structure.
Is there a way of pulling in the body part text when you select the template, so that actually puts it into the body without having to hit save?
Yeah, it could be possible. I haven't went into that way, because I thought that there could be some data stored in the parts that you might want to load when you load the content items, content from a template. that's probably not very good to do on the client side. So that's why there are server side providers for this.
It's just that it seems like there's it's one of those issues where you've got two steps to do something. You know, a user just wants to go in. Think like Microsoft Word, for example. You know, you want to add stuff to a template, right?
I'll make a suggestion here. Well, first a comment. I don't like it very much, and I explain why. There are a couple of things I don't like. I don't like the wait here because this is going to be super confusing with other template concepts that already exist or will exist soon in our child. So I think there is a need to find a better word here, and my suggestion would be to refactor that so that it's a cloning or copying feature rather than this. I think the user experience is really clunky and counterintuitive. I think what you to do really is start from an existing content item and clone it. Create a new content item from that other content item. And in this way, the user workflow is a lot easier. Because, okay, you look at this content, you clone it, and you don't have to save or select the template from where you're creating the new item. I think the workflow is a lot easier this way.
Yeah, probably. So if there are many content items, I think it's not so simple to go to that content item and clone it. So that's why I opted with something that you can see when creating a new content item, because that's always there.
Well, you could have you could create a distinct content type that is. You could choose to say, okay, I have a content type that is my template content items, for lack of a word. And when you clone, maybe you could, you could apply some alchemy and change the type while keeping the data. You could imagine something like that. So you would keep the same kind of feature set, but maybe a little more flexible. And with a workflow that is more intuitive. I think it's more intuitive to copy something than to create a new one and get the data from another one.
All right. Thanks for the suggestions.
Sure.
By the way, it's also up there, so it's in a published codex page. Yeah. So that's about that.
Cool.
I have something else. I won't demo it because there's no sense in demoing this. I've created a derivation of my Pretty Good base theme. So if you don't know that, the Pretty Good base theme is a refactored version of the theme machine aimed to provide a base theme where you can precisely override and swap out things. So probably better than the built-in version. Our responsive Pretty Good base theme aims the same objective. It contains some responsive CSS and JavaScript enhancements taken from the theme machine responsive theme made by the Planet Telex team. Yeah, so it's the same as Pretty Good base theme, but in a responsive manner.
Okay.
That's for me.
Can I continue my demo? It's working again.
Okay, cool. Yeah, please. And after that, apparently Giscard wants to show something.
Okay, can you see? If Bertrand can see, everyone can see.
I can't yet. But yeah, what's important is that Benedek sees it.
Benedek.
No, I don't yet.
Because he's recording.
Yeah, I know.
I see. I'm the only one that matters.
So it went from Redmond to UK, but it didn't.
I'm not even sure I'm in Redmond.
Now it didn't. Now it did it to Belgium.
Okay, so Benedek, okay?
Nothing yet.
Okay,
Ah,
I'm waiting for you.
hang on. Okay, I see it.
So you can see that now the workflow is working, and just to show you like a branch, you see, and I can say something, it's stupid, but you should put events there, and well, you already saw this thing, so I will remove it. I will go straight to the point, which is this one. I save the workflow. So here this workflow is just when the content is created. So wait for the content to be created and then wait for the content to be published. Okay, this is a stupid workflow, but it's just to show you that I will go inside it and then I will wait on this one. Okay, take a waiting state. And it's starting again to be slow. So hopefully it will last 30 seconds. Waiting. So apparently I have some video drivers issue.
You want a Dell Precision 44500?
I didn't say anything.
No, but I think I saw you on that laptop when you were at the Orchard thing. I just wondered if that's the one that you're using. I have to say I had the same issues.
For some 4610.
I'm on the 4.5.
4510, something like that. Yeah, I have driver issues. System interrupts, takes a long time, and so I create a page. And I want to save it. I don't know why. If I just can reach what I want to show you. Go. Okay, saved. I go to content, and here we can see. Content seems faster. And you see now there is here one workflow because we know it that it's waiting for the content to be published to finish the workflow. Okay, because it's paused on the second activity. And if I click on this one, I can see the actual running workflows. And what is it? Like, for instance, this is my test workflow. Okay, test workflow. And the blocking activity is content published. And I can click on status. So I can delete the workflow, like, okay, just drop this workflow. And I can click on status and wait for it. And see a debug view of the running workflow for this content item. So I see that this is waiting on this element to occur. And this could be multiple ones waiting for something to happen, because with the branches, you can have multiple workflows wait. So the next step is to be able to see the states and trick it. But right now it's nice to see what is waiting, where we are in the workflow.
Nice.
So this is it for workflow. Other demonstration I wanted to do is a new field I did, which might be useless in some weeks, month, we don't know. But it's I call it a media gallery field. It's like the media picker, where you can pick a media. It's also like the content picker, when you have a pop-up to select media items.
Are you really going to show that?
Okay, I don't show it. We have time. We don't have time to do that. Okay.
Will it be made obsolete by the stuff that you've done, Bertrand?
What?
Will it be made obsolete by the stuff that you've potentially done?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought so.
he knows. Discard, do you have something that you wanted to show? Okay. I thought you said, can I show something real quick? Okay. Okay, let's do some triage then, even if we have only 15 minutes, right?
Bertrand, Elon's here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So before triage, then announcement. Floor is yours.
You me?
No, Elon.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to announce?
Don't know. Do you want to announce something?
You're coming out.
I'm coming out. I actually am a closet developer.
Oh no!
All this time I was saying that I was focused more on marketing and UX and community. I'm actually a developer just like Sébastien.
Just like.
Sebastian's coming out. Okay.
Just a plain developer just like Sébastien.
Okay, so
Nick, is there something you'd like to share? You look very giddy.
Is there a site you want to show, Elon?
Sure, we can show an orchard site.
Bertrand, there's no more hints you could give.
There is no more what?
Hints.
Coming out. I want the world to know. I'm gonna let it show. You gonna let me present? What's the deal here? I have to request
yes,
control.
maybe not.
No, not request control.
Listen, I didn't start this. The Frenchman did.
Which one?
So, am I actually controlling anything?
You don't want to control. You want to present thing.
Yeah,
So you click the
present.
share button and you share stuff.
Okay. Where's the darn...
But if you
Share
want,
button.
I can show the website, but it's very slow on mine. So.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it. Oh, for you, no, actually, no, don't do that. Where is the share, man?
It's down at the bottom left. You see 5 icons.
Yeah.
So it's
Fourth
the
one.
fourth one
The
from
fourth.
the left-hand side.
Starting from the left.
Yeah.
You got it, Buster?
Yeah.
And then desktop.
Yeah. Auto present. Present now. Primary monitor.
Got the world to show. So who's using the Git client in Visual Studio?
This is the latest Orchard site.
You're not presenting yet.
Well, I'm still
we can't see
connecting.
it yet.
Ilan, you are useless.
Yes, absolutely.
I can
like
say
to
that
use-
because you don't
I like to
mean
use
paychecks.
less CSS. That's correct.
Yeah, we
so-
can see it now.
Great. This is a Orchard site. We've got real interesting concepts which were developed by Bertrand, where we have layouts that lead to templates, that lead to slides, that lead to shows.
That guy looks like David Fowler.
Are you guys able to see it relatively quickly or no?
It's. I mean, the animations are, of course, slow. I mean, those are big images.
Well, on my desktop, it's really fast, frankly.
Yeah. So what's interesting here is that the layout of the slides here is completely dynamic. There are no CSHTML templates describing this layout. It's entirely data driven.
I'd like to go even further and show that we have these are actually
So
projected
we really want to
into
see
a
it working,
template.
so break it and we will trust you.
This is a
yeah,
projection
yeah.
into a template.
Yeah, this one is even nicer. Yeah, as Ilan is saying, the each of the people here is a record in the results of a query, and the slideshow here is being built dynamically from the results of a projection, which is pretty cool, I think.
And the site is also responsive.
Restaurateur.
Yeah, so you can resize this, and it will always take the optimum space on the page, except for the mobile support that is not yet there, but it's ready for it.
It supports it down
responsive.
to the iPad.
Yeah, it's all responsive design everywhere.
There we go.
Yeah, and so each of those persons here is itself a complex content type with that itself has a slideshow. So you have slideshows pointing to slideshows, and madness ensues.
Also have a store locator module built
That-
custom by Nicholas Main.
Yep.
Store
including
locator?
slides
Oh, okay, store
that
locator.
reflect that are actually parts
Is the e-commerce
associated with a store content. Sebastian, you'll get your turn.
the
and
e-commerce is based on Orchard too, or is still the old solution?
No, the e-commerce is still driven by web services.
But it has an Orchard front end. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I saw. I don't know about the yeah.
So it's not. So the previous websites that One Stop did had the web forms pages for the commerce that was still there. So it was a mixed approach where half of the site was Orchard, half of the site was a web form application. That's no longer the case. Now it's Orchard that's talking to web services. So it is an Orchard solution now.
Well, apart from the user login and sign up.
Yeah, there
Right.
are
So
a few
checkout
pieces,
and
yes.
transactions are still not in Orchard. They will eventually. And then, in addition to that, all the messaging that comes out from the site is in Orchard. All email messaging is in Orchard, and can be all your email templates can be managed in Orchard, and then are dynamically. There's a master template that then actually writes via an API to our email service provider.
Yeah, that faceted search here, the filtering of the commerce items, that's really nice too.
It's using the search module.
No, it's not, because it's talking to the commerce
Okay,
web services. So yeah.
We also have social controls here, built by Zoltan. And actually dictate on the back end what is relevant on this page that the brand wants to share on those channels.
I think it looks really good, especially the slideshow stuff. Obviously, the store locator stuff.
Yeah, the store locator looks awesome.
It really does. But the slideshow side of things is pretty funky. Really, really cool.
And the client's having a big party tonight, and one of the big themes about it is style and substance. You guys got to see it first.
Yeah, so that was the projection into slideshow thing. So that part was actually built by Sipke, based on some work that I did. So, Sipke is not here today, but he says hi apparently.
Oh, he's having
and Piotr also participated in this site. What did he do?
Breadcrumbs.
No, useless SQL queries.
Navigation, slowing the site down.
Yes.
A lot of refactoring of the navigation, yes.
So Sebastian, on the store locator, your taxonomy modules actually hook directly into that. The little black boxes to do with John Barbados, actual fashion stores. Those are actually taxonomy terms that are pulled directly onto the page.
We've
and
been using that. We've definitely extended that, and that's why Nick's always been a proponent of getting that into core, and where we've dumped tags all together, automate, or given rights to people to either create additional taxonomies or not,
Okay.
to autocomplete, auto-suggest on the back end.
Yeah, this I saw from Sipke actually. And I fixed a bug, very important one on taxonomy this weekend. And I think about that because this is the goal of the bug. The indexing of the terms was wrong, so it was indexing bad IDs. So if you were using the search engine, the indexing API, you could not search by taxonomy ID.
I may have hit that bug.
So
so just from this page, Sébastien and everyone should know that the filter on the left-hand side, those are taxonomy terms as well.
And they're live filtering.
Yeah, and they're live filtering.
Sipke built that as well, didn't he?
okay.
I built the because that's actually
You did?
projection, and I built the term filter for it.
Nice.
So it's using a standard query using the API, not the search engine then.
No, it's not using search engine. It's using projections.
Okay.
If he built it the way I think he built it.
Yes, it is using projections.
Yeah,
So he made a new filter because there is no filter like that right now.
What,
Oh,
the
is
one
there?
on the left-hand side?
Also, the Twitter widget and the Instagram feed, which is very nice. It pulls new updated images and announcements from Instagram. So this just went up. This is 8 hours ago. This was built by Zoltan.
That was pretty cool.
So who didn't work on this site?
I didn't do any work on it.
Neither. Well, I did a lot, but you don't talk about that. I was not paid by you for that. I spent by Microsoft.
No, but your reward
Also-
is to see your work being used.
I just wanted to mention in terms of templating and layout. So, for example, the blog by default, or per the theme, allows the user to have 3 layouts to select. So a left image align, a full landscape, and then there's a right image align, which they haven't used yet.
Per blog post.
So
There's a
really great blogging tool at this point.
There's a bug, by the way, the Monarch, to do with the combinator module. I think Zoltan's looking at incorporating that, though, if I remember correctly.
It's using Combinator?
Not yet. I think there's a bug, isn't there, Zoltan?
Yeah, Robert is trying that out, by the way. Yeah, there is an issue with the CSS parsing. So the parsing library behind that has some bugs, and this is currently rewritten. So yeah, CSS combination is could be faulty, but he's trying out JavaScript combination.
Yeah, currently it's loading way too many scripts and star sheets. That will be fixed. Okay, triage.
Okay. 5 minutes.
Probably you won't do a lot of it, but
It's okay. It's just for...
anything helps.
Sébastien, after you have your bread and cheese and port, I'd like to ask you about some clay-related issue. I put it on the discussion board, but
So I pushed the clayless branch. I merged it with Vanotix. I pushed it, and I fixed again some bugs yesterday and this morning.
okay. If you push it to the 1x, then I'll pull from
Yes,
there.
try it.
Okay.
Try it. And I found, while merging with Vanotix, I found some issues, and even with workflows, so I fixed a lot of things, even yesterday. And Bertrand, I'm sorry. I did some changes to fix the bugs you mentioned and you fixed, but differently than you. And I think mine are better.
Sure.
So I didn't merge.
What bug was that?
It's just the bugs you found for the queries with the clayless branch. Actually, it was a deeper issue. You fixed it, but it was deeper. It was null checking for that. So it's a. Yeah, I will close the clayless branch, but in the end, it's fixed too.
Told me, dude.
I love baguette. Okay, I'm a bread addict.
Where do you buy it around here?
Let me put that in quotes.
If you will think it's stupid, but what I buy is the Costco small breads per 6 pieces, and I freeze them and I unfreeze them when needed, and they're good.
Okay, so we do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Costco mysteriously does the best bread around here.
And it's affordable. I mean, it's for the
Yeah. Stop laughing, it's super important.
Hey,
Finding
well,
good bread.
guys, and when we
This
say
working session was
affordable,
brought to you by Costco.
it's like €1 for a small piece of bread, and in France it would be super expensive, but here it's we can have it.
Yeah. And the best croissants for the
Clean up pile 6. Clean up
Yes.
pile 6.
No.
Look what I started. I'm sorry,
Costco croissants are
everyone.
disgusting. The Costco croissants are disgusting.
No, they're not good. No, it's like industrial
Crossroads,
ones.
the French bakery at Crossroads.
No, I have French bakery at my home, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know.
And they are better than France. That's crazy. Projection, date time, properties, time zone correction. Oh, okay. So he says that he can't. Okay. Time zone after having saved the content record. Date time properties and projection layout. I need to investigate because I'm not sure that it's not a expected behavior. I will open it just for matters, and I will lose my comment. This is so slow. Parameterized token names missing param description. The text token format's name is format. Any format.
Yeah, it's actually there, by the way, but it's not really shown in that helper. And anyway, that helper doesn't show a lot, and if there are longer descriptions or helping text, all these are all truncated. So the problem is with that helper.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about the broader problem here.
Oh wow! All the way from November the 20th.
Yeah, but that's why we are taking them in reverse order, taking the last ones before.
Sure.
Because we used to triage less than there were new bugs, and we could not reach the bottom of the stack. So doing it reverse. Okay, just a name change. Can he break something?
Yeah, for some name change.
Yeah, but it can break if you use this syntax, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you use name parameters, then yeah.
We have this in the current code, so it's not critical change, but okay, I'll let you do it. But I think it's more about doing some documentation, because even if you look at the code, you don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
Even I mean, even if you change the name, it's how does it work, and what's the result from a user's perspective? So this needs more documentation actually.
Yeah, of course. The current naming, however, hurts the self-documenting nature of the piece of code. So that's why I opened this issue here.
Yeah, that's not an issue. That's just the way that X is the field from the custom type, but then it's the field itself. So you need sometimes to do dot text after a dot URL. So not really. Closing it.
I just checked that one. It is a problem.
It's fixed.
It's not
already fixed.
No, it's
But
not.
I pushed it this morning.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, so yeah, okay.
Okay.
So close.
Well, I haven't got your latest code then.
No, it's wrong. That's not it. It needs to be activated. Yes. So yes, close. You don't need to set it as current, you just need to activate the theme so it can be returned by you. Yeah.
Did we pull Piera's widget publishing stuff?
Not yet.
Okay.
I didn't pull taxonomy either, and I want to do it. And I think there is something also by Python. I can't remember what. No, I did for the comments for Python, and it's causing some issues for the templating, for the theming of the comments. I have to refactor things. Yeah, because Python, because you are generating. You remember your modification you made for comments. Now a comment form is the editor part of the driver. Okay, which means it's in the editor templates, and those ones can't be overridden in the theme. So right now there is no way to customize the editor of a comment. I mean the form to save a comment. So I have to refactor things.
You can just place a template into the editor template folder into the theme.
I tried, but no. It takes, actually I think it only takes the views and not the editor templates inside. Maybe I made a mistake, but it didn't work when I tried it. Well, I mean, it's just easy as the editor template to call a shape. This will be a well-known shape, so it will be okay. Just very easy. I put it in feature version because it's not important. Okay, I trust him, and there is a fix.
New markdown feature is affecting stack traces in a big way.
Yeah, all once, yes. Everything, every time you have some code or anything,
Yeah.
if we filed it before the change, it's breaking everything. That's we will not have done that for our customers, I think.
Yeah, what were they thinking? I mean, changing the language in which existing content is expressed? Oh well.
I've really been thinking about moving all my repos to GitHub.
So to answer Jiska, there is a version of Orchard. There is one Orchard 106, but as the web PI, the web PI package on GitHub. This is to let you do some Azure websites setup pointing directly to GitHub. So to have a website running from a GitHub repository, and you can fork it to continue it. So that. Okay, MySQL.
So I saw some people on the forum have managed to plug Orchard into Oracle. It's pretty interesting. Not that I'm a big fan of Oracle or anything. I know Bertrand's a big fan of them, but
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting that they've actually managed.
Just recently.
Only recently he's been yeah. I heard he installed Java and wanted to turn Orchard into Java, but you know, that's.
No, I'm a long-time fan of Oracle, actually.
Bertrand and NetBeans equals happy.
Well, Java is something they bought in order to kill it. But they actually, there are some products that I think they developed themselves, such as their database. And it's a horrible product as well.
What happened to PeopleSoft? I know Oracle assumed them, but did they just end up dying off?
I don't know who bought them.
Oracle.
Oh, okay, so they are dead.
Yeah. This is for Java, Sultan.
Yeah, but still it should be a bit strange.
Yeah.
So it is about time to end the meeting.
Yeah.
Triaged 14 items today. Nice.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do a poll on that one. I'm gonna do a poll on that 1.x branch with the playlist stuff in it.
Yeah, and that typo, actually, I thought I had fixed it, but I had not. So that was a different one. So I'm pushing the fix for it anyways. So no need to reopen the bug.
Okay. All right. I'll let you know if I get the same behavior, Sébastien. I won't log a bug. I'll fix it.
Good. Okay, so continue next week.
Yep.
Good. Cheers, guys.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the great demos and announcements. And we'll see you next week.
You bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Good night.